that, we're going to move on to getting your movies, well, not over the phone, but by broadband, directly to your Xbox. Microsoft has today announced the launch in Ireland of a service by which you can download movies directly to your Xbox 360. Orla Sheridan, how do you do this, please?
Hi, Matt. Well, all you need is your Xbox 360 console and a broadband connection. You literally go on to our service called Xbox Live. You go on what you see as the regular dashboard. It's a very easy user interface. And you just download your movies as of December 11th.
And how much will it cost for a movie?
It depends on the definition, Matt, and whether it's a new release or a back catalogue. So starting from €3 for a standard definition, what the industry term back catalogue, up to about €6 for a high definition new release.
And do you get these to keep, or does something happen to them after a period of time on your Xbox?
No, what happens is it downloads for up to 14 days on your hard drive on your Xbox console, and after you press play, you've got 24 hours to watch it.
And what happens? Do they then self-destruct?
Yes, it then deletes off your hard drive.
Okay, Adam Maguire, freelance technology journalist, is with us as well. Is this going to be the end, do you think, for the video store?
It won't be for a fair while, if it is at all. At the moment, there are a few limitations on this service. It's a nice idea, but there are a few limitations which are the fault of Microsoft on one hand, and as well as that Irish broadband in general. For a start, the size of the films are something like, for a standard definition, what you get in a DVD would be about 1.5 gigabytes. A higher definition one would be about 6 gigabytes. Now, most hard drives on the Xboxes are about 20 gigabytes, so you can fit 3 high definition films at
any one time.
At any one time. But as well as that, because of the way broadband is in Ireland, it's maybe average 2 megabyte broadband connection. You're talking about maybe a 6-hour download time for a high definition film. It's about an hour for standard definition, which isn't too bad, but it's still...
But in the hour you could actually walk out to your local store and collect the thing and collect everything else and walk back again.
Well, this is true. One thing you can do is you can start downloading it and watch as it's downloading. So that would be practical with the standard definition, because it would be about an hour. But with the higher definition, you would have caught up on the download by the time it actually, if you started watching it before it had finished downloading.
So, Orla Sheridan, what about the state of our broadband services in Ireland? Is that going to restrict your ability to roll out this service to Xbox 360 users?
So I think, Matt, it's up to companies like Microsoft to launch and deliver services like this. When we launched Xbox Live 4.5 years ago in Ireland, there was only 9,000 users or home users on broadband. As you can see, over time, these numbers really grow exponentially. So I think it's progressive for companies like us to launch these services. Consumers want this type of content. They want this type of service. And, in a matter of months, the broadband downloads will get higher, and, it continues to grow. So I think we have to be progressive and put these services out, and then consumers will, demand the better broadband speeds.
And how many Xbox Live customers do you have at present?
We don't announce local figures, Matt, but I can tell you 50% of all our Xbox 360 customers are connected to a Live.
Adam Maguire, how popular is the use of an Xbox, rather than just for gaming, but for doing other things by connecting to broadband?
Well, again, the figures are limited enough, but this is really the first proper branch out by the Xbox into things other than gaming. They've had Xbox Live, which is online gaming. You can download mini games and things like that from their arcade. This is the first time that you can actually do anything that's properly disconnected from gaming. Although the 360 has always tried to sell itself as more of a media centre. You can connect your MP3 player to it. You can network it with your PC and stream content over it and so on. So I think most people, though, I'd imagine, would probably buy. At the moment, they're still thinking Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, that's for gaming. My, broadband connection is for everything else. My PC is for everything else. So I'd say it's still relatively new. It's not something people are used to at the moment.
A listener wants to know, what format is this downloaded in? Can you take that, Orla?
60% of all the movies launching on December 11th will be high definition. And ongoing, we'll keep that. About 50-60% will be high definition, about 40% will be standard definition. So the choice is there for the consumer.
But as Adam says, the high definition takes a long time to download.
Yes, so for about it depends on the connection speed, and I suppose there's so many ISPs out there. For example, for a 60-minute high definition speed with the Aircom 2 megabyte gaming broadband service that they launched 2 weeks ago, you can start it after about 3 hours.
And when will you manage to put more full length movies on? There's only 300 or so at present, isn't there?
No, there'll be 28 on day one, Matt. We'll have 40 by the end of December. America this time last year started with 50, and now they've got 2,200. So, we have to start, and then it'll just grow exponentially, and we'll be adding more partners all the time.
I think that's one of the big issues for the services. It's good to see something like this happen, and Orla's right that they shouldn't be waiting for broadband to sort itself out before they start, because they'd be waiting forever. But at the same time, if people go to this service, there are 28 films there. A lot of them are pretty aging as well. Superman 3, Demolition Man, things like that people aren't really interested in. So if they go to try and get a film that they want, they probably won't find it, and they'll just end up going back to their Extravisions and their Blockbusters. So it's critical to try and get something that people will actually want to pick up.
And very briefly, would you expect the likes of PlayStation 3 to offer something similar?
I'd imagine they will pretty quick. They're trying to keep... Microsoft has led the way in terms of online content in gaming, and Sony will more than likely try and follow suit as quickly as they can.
Got to leave it there. Adam Maguire and Orla Sheridan from Microsoft Ireland, thank you both for joining us. Back after this.